3. How are we doing today, gentlemen?
No, but serious.
Man, can't call it, man. Just been cooling it the whole day, just relaxing, taking it easy. Trying to get my college shit straight. About to go to school for EMT/firefighter. Yeah.
I hear you, brother. Let me blow this guy up.
So on the first cast, we were talking about a YouTuber named Onision. Y'all remember that? Well, did you know he was discharged from the military for refusing to kill a rabbit during his survival, evasion, and resistance and escape training? In case you, in case you people forgot, the military, they kill people.
Wow.
And this dude
Bullshit.
refused to kill a rabbit. Oh, also he made a disrespectful song about the military while in uniform. Talk about no class. And on the second episode, we were talking about a dude named Pamperchu. You know the dude that likes sucking on bottles and shitting himself in diapers, dumpsters? He likes kids. He says he loves kids. Like, so the community. Who would have guessed? But the community got It is good. Someone that has issues like that shouldn't, be able to broadcast to the public. Trust me, we don't need any more crazy shit in our world right now. 2020 is shaping up to be a pretty terrible year. Coronavirus. Not just Kobe, his entire family, and then there was a whole other family that got killed in that plane crash. Hey Hunter, do you want to stream? Because my internet's ass. It's not broadcasting gameplay right now. I shared all the information with you, remember? You don't have the ability to set it up right now? I think it's less scary than the flu, but we'll get to that in just a second. The first reported case was on December 8th. Experts arrived to check things out December 30th. The government arrested 8 people for talking about the virus January 1st. And the first reported death was on January 11th. Now that's a month on its own. It went a whole month before someone died. And even then, the Chinese government said, hey, we probably need to do something about a quarantine or something here. Then on January 14th, the media got arrested for trying to get a story on it. Yeah, China's not America, bro. They literally will arrest people over anything. And then the government threw a feast for 100,000 people 3 miles away from where the virus was confirmed to have came from, 2 days after 49 cases of the virus were made public, and also stated that the virus wasn't very infectious, all on January 18th.
I smell blood.
The New Year's celebration, several performers got sick January 21st, and then finally on January 23rd they said, hey, this shit might be bad, let's quarantine the whole city. By then, almost 2 months of people running around, the government not taking action and actively trying to hide or cover it up. But by this point, 5 million people had already left the city. Either that or it
Like,
was.
we
I
know
mean,
about it, but we're just not gonna do anything about it.
yeah, that's pretty much how it was. They were
It's like-
downplaying the severity of it the whole entire time.
It's like they want, like they're trying to get rid of people.
Device secured.
Well, especially in China, in that one city
You
alone,
ain't gotta do them like that.
in that one city alone, Wuhan, there was 11 million people. That's the population in Wuhan. That's more than California. And that's not even the biggest city. Well, they realized that wasn't working, and I believe they got rid of that because that wasn't really working.
EMP activated. Defend it.
I save.
And just recently, the World Health Organization
Fuck is
declared
Bernard
an
doing? He's
international
given up
health
3 goals
crisis
already.
as of January 30th.
All
And
3 goals.
as of
Bernard
right
fault.
now, we have 11 confirmed cases in the U.S. So we're doing pretty good at controlling it
Round is ours.
here in the U.S. I think the Chinese weren't swift enough in their actions to halt the spread of the virus. Definitely weren't. As the virus has a 10-day incubation period, and during that period, it can spread. There's no symptoms.
Take the EMP.
Thousands of flights in and out of China in that time period where they weren't doing anything about it.
Nice.
I can't imagine. North Korea is like right below China. I bet you their population is suffering right now.
Device secured.
And you know how they think. You know how they think Kim Jong-un's God? Savior, why are you killing us? Fuck that bastard, the little short fat fuck. I hope he does die. All he does is try to destabilize the economy.
Down to you. Get it done.
He don't try to destabilize the economy, he just tries to shake things up in order to get more money from the rest of the world, really. That's his play.
We have the enemy. Attack the enemy. We hunt as a
Oh,
team
Bernard, he's
or
trash.
die.
Well, that's just because the media, you know, they like to talk about whatever gets the most clicks.
Switching sides.
They upplay a lot of things, just like they're upplaying this virus, really. The mayor of Wuhan stepped down, almost like he knew he had failed his people. Yeah, he did. He stepped down. He said, "Fuck this." Have you seen the leaked video of the Chinese doctor at the hospital? He's sitting there screaming frantically,
Device secured.
basically saying we can't take no more people. Dude, I'll give the Chinese credit. That's one thing they can do very well, is build fast as shit. Cranes?
Set the device. Defend it.
It is dope, but I mean, I wish that would work like that when the virus started happening.
That's a
Now
win.
they're just doing
Next
fucking
round.
damage
Get
control
ready.
and it's too late. This isn't the time for us to be freaking out here in the US though, but I believe we should be cautious, and I'll post a link in the description of the map of the US on the CDC's website detailing the U.S. cases of this virus, but the flu is much more likely to kill you than this upper respiratory infection. Yeah, that's a fact. It's just a newer version of a virus that's existed forever, basically. It's a little different. It's making people, you know, very ill and they're falling flat on their faces, but the flu's worse. Flu kills way more people on average. A patent, like, made the shit? We're gonna have to fact check that.
I haven't been lagging, by the way. It's good.
Oh, on a whole nother note, the whole coronavirus outbreak has caused a surge on the game Plague Inc. Y'all ever played that on the phone? So much so that the website for this game has crashed because of the high traffic. That's how fucking popular this virus has made the game.
Switching sides.
Huh. I wonder if I can make my plague better than the coronavirus.
Device marked. Get moving.
Challenge accepted.
I can't believe they done crashed the Plague Inc. website. That's never happened. Even during what was that one virus? That one thing? What was that shit say every time? Remember when we were in high school and you would cough and then someone would say, you have that so and so
Mesothelioma.
Allied cruise missile on the way.
I know y'all know what I'm talking about.
Device secure. Easy prey, easy day. Good work.
Shit. Not quite. It was a more recent kind of outbreak.
No!
What was the last virus
Bullshit!
Calm down, Dylan.
Fucking hit it right fucking past me. And I missed the ball completely.
What was that last epidemic scare we had? Before the coronavirus. I don't know, fuck it. You got that bubonic plague, don't you, boy? Anyway. A portion of Trump's wall blew over into Mexico last week. Y'all hear about that? They had some high winds along the southern border of the U.S. that that portion of his wall of concrete hadn't had time to set yet, and the wind just blew that shit right over. Wind knocked that shit over. Could you imagine if a fat immigrant tried to climb the wall? Just pulled that shit right down.
No, Goose. No!
So, Australia waged war on a giant native bird population called the emu and lost. Y'all know anything about that?
Nothing.
Some of the population also say out of all the crazy stuff that can kill you in Australia, that the emu is near the top of the most deadly due to their super strong legs and 5-inch talons. Well, just to give you a frame of reference.
Printer.
5 inches could go through your back and pierce your heart. In Australia, there's been accounts of some emus following humans for miles just to peck them in the back of the head to see what they'll do.
They just be fucking with us. They're like, supreme species. What you gonna do when I peck you in the head? What you gonna do? Nah, shit.
Some scientists say it's similar to, you know how the Native Americans would run up with nothing but their bare fists, hit Americans back in the early days just to get some clout with their tribe.
Really?
Yeah. They would run up, not even hurt us, just like slap us on the back of the head and shit. It's kind of like flexing.
Just like, just like what you gonna do?
Hey, I just pecked that human in the back of the head. He ain't shit.
He ain't shit.
I'm real gangster.
Hey, go get that, Brenner.
I'm the big bird, you feel?
Big bird.
They alpha, motherfucker.
No! I called dog shit on that.
Scientists can't figure out why, when all the other animals that don't prey on humans for food, why only the emu do this. Some scientists have literally chalked it up to they just like fucking with us, basically.
I mean, I don't doubt it. I mean, we'd be doing the same shit. I mean, it's just like, maybe they're just bored or something with their emu life.
I mean, it's not like they're lions or anything, bro. They really ain't hungry.
Yeah.
They're just like, I'm gonna play a prank, bro. Watch this shit. Hold my beer.
Less than a minute.
Speaking of things in Australia that are bad, they have this one tree called the Gimpy tree. What does that make you think of, Gimpy?
Hostiles armed.
Or Gimpy.
Weird. Like you're a gimpy. You're all gimpy. I don't even know.
That was the path of a lifetime right there, brother.
The Gimpy tree has small fibers, almost like the stinging nettle
Brenner!
plant or the cactus
God
pear.
damn, you idiot!
Shut.
Oh my god! Start driving for the ball!
Alright, Buster.
Gimpy tree has small fibers, almost like the stinging nettles plant or the cactus pear, but far, far worse.
Get to that
The hairs have a neurotoxin in them. The hairs have a neurotoxin in them that can cause you to have pain
device secured.
for up to 10 years. Some of the poor victims of this plant have likened akin to being electrocuted and having hydrochloric acid poured on your skin at the exact same time.
Enemy personal radar in the
God
air.
damn, that shit sounds like not fun at all. And they be feeling that constantly all 10 years? Or is
Yeah.
it like coming in waves? Oh hell no. You might as well just end my life.
Like, they say it's slow. Like, after a while the pain slows, but it definitely don't get no better.
It's a whole L. Cause I don't even know how I'd live with that, dude. Like, how do you even cope with that?
I don't know, man. I guess you just gotta be a strong person to deal with shit like that. With that being said, fuck Australia.
Hell yeah, fuck Australia. I was already on the road to fuck Australia with their big ass spiders and snakes and shit that they got. Should be one right here.
Imagine you're some poor. Actually, hold on.
We have the
I see it,
EMP.
dude.
Attack the enemy data center.
Get him, John. Get him.
So there was one account where there was a soldier that was in Australia's woods, and he was out of his ration toilet paper,
Mm-hmm.
and he.
Oh no!
Yeah, you know where I'm going. You already know.
I could feel where you're going with this one.
He grabbed one of them long, broad leads of the Giffy plant, wiped his butthole,
Oh no!
and they found him 3 weeks later. He had pulled a pistol out of his holster and immediately shot himself in the fucking head.
Damn.
Why?
I don't blame him, dude. Like, God, that would be insane to deal with. I couldn't. I honestly couldn't.
What are you all even talking about?
If you would have been listening.
Not the gimpy shit, I don't know.
Yeah, the gimpy shit.
I know, but what does it do is what I'm asking.
Oh, there's a neurotoxin in the hairs
Okay, don't
that
tell me
causes
then.
you to be in pain for 10
Say, oh my God.
years. They have likened it to being struck by lightning and having hydrochloric acid poured on your skin at the exact same time.
Set the device, disarm it.
Were you listening?
Speak, Dylan.
Put it behind you, we got work to do.
Dylan?
Yes, speak, Dylan.
Oh.
There's also been.
Basically, the freaking
What does it do?
microfiber-
Don't use scientific terms, just tell me what the fuck it does.
Oh my God.
It
Does it
fucking
burn your
hurts.
insides? What the
It
fuck does it
fucking
do?
hurts. It hurts bad as
Yeah,
fuck
it, like-
forever.
Okay.
It's like
Okay.
poison ivy times a million.
All you had to say. I don't know what the fuck you said.
There's been accounts of people literally digging their skin off, and that doesn't even help. Literally
Did it on his
scratching
butthole?
until the skin and meat comes off of their flesh. Trying to relieve the pain, but it doesn't help.
And this man's wiped his ass with
Friendly
it.
care packages back.
And immediately shot himself in the fucking head.
Because you knew what it was.
He didn't know what it was, the poor bastard.
I'm saying after he did it, he knew what it was and killed himself.
I don't even know then. I think it was just such pain that was his immediate relief. Was a bullet straight to the dome.
I was about to say, bro. I tried to flip into it and I landed on the ground. Watch this dumbass shit. So, I like drove off the wall. And I definitely jumped off.
EMP in play, defend the data center.
On another note, did y'all know Ben Franklin was possibly in a sex cult?
No, can't say that I knew that information.
When did you find this out?
I think it was like 3 days ago. I was doing a little bit of research. The club was called the Hellfire Club, and Benjamin Franklin was probably the early equivalent of the Wolf of Wall Street. Y'all remember that scene where they were throwing midgets at the dartboard and doing lots of drugs?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That was basically his lifestyle. He was the legitimate OG.
And still invented the damn light bulb. Wait.
He did
what
a
are we
lot.
talking about? Oh, Jefferson. Edison invented the light bulb.
Edison did the light bulb.
What
Benjamin
Jefferson do
Franklin.
again?
Oh, Benjamin Franklin was most well known for the key on the
The kite, yeah.
the key on the kite. That's the only thing I really know him for, and being on the $100 bill, looking all stoic and shit.
I'm all constipated and shit.
All constipated. He does look constipated now that you say it.
I've been having this shit for years.
Yeah, he's probably getting his picture painted, just like, oh, I got a shit. Come on, let's hurry this up.
The Hellfire Club was a group of Europeans that got together to lay young women and participate in varied rituals. One of which was involved drinking wine from a woman's navel. Cool. They basically invented the body shot.
Out of her nose.
Out of her navel. Her belly button, man.
What's it? Oh, sure. I had the same question.
Nasal. Oh.
Yeah, true.
But they would also, like, drink goat's blood.
Oh, fucking.
Yeah.
In the nasal.
Oh my god.
They would just pour it down their gullet.
That's weird. So it's like some kind of satanic sex ritual.
Well, they did a lot of, stuff people would consider satanic, but they didn't consider themselves satanic, like a satanic cult. They just like getting freaky.
Super freaky.
They also collected large volumes of all the pornographic novels they could get their hands on. So, that was a thing.
Started the world's earliest and largest porn collection, eh?
Yes, sir. Well, not really porn. It wasn't like picture porn. It was like book porn.
Oh, like writing?
Yeah, like read the text.
Less than a minute.
Yeah, true. So, created Pornhub back in the day.
Whatever gets you a stiffy, I guess. Back in the old days, you had to do with what you had.
Photographic memory.
This man just had so many hit markers. I can't believe it. But oh, what else? Oh, they would also make stained glass.
30 seconds.
They would make stained glass windows of their members in suggestive actions, like having sex with a woman or other things like that. And they would put that in the windows.
So they were making like mosaics of porn almost, just about.
Yeah, basically.
That's OD. These guys single-handedly invented porn. It sounds like.
These guys were literally Playboy bunnies before that shit was like a
Our
thing.
EMP has been defused. Stay ready. It's a stalemate. Next
No,
up,
it's,
get
it's
ready.
not 100% confirmed that he was actually a part of the group. I didn't actually take the time to gather the times that the club was having their meetings and the time Benjamin Franklin was in that part of Europe. But they coincided a lot of times for him not to be a part of that group.
Yeah.
Device location confirmed. Get moving.
Hit him. Go, go, go.
Got no boost.
Well, I done blew myself up again. Trying to get on that wall.
Bullshit. You took the boost because I fucking flipped over it, goddammit.
The next thing I want to talk about is women in history. I find these facts somewhat amusing. I feel bad for any of the social justice warrior kind that view this video and is like, oh, he's talking about terrible things that happened to women in the past. Well, it's in the past, so chill the fuck out. In the UK in the 17th century, women that were viewed as having spoken out of turn or said something inappropriate will be forced to wear a scold's bride. You know what a scold's bride is? It's a metal muzzle that locked around a woman's head and is sometimes included a spiked plate that would be placed under her mouth. It was
So
literally a
freaking
muzzle.
big. Yeah, muzzle to shove her out. That's a torture.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy. Like, that's fucked up.
Imagine you just having a conversation with your boys and your girl just butted in.
Beach boy.
Your girl just butts in. Oh, muzzle that bitch. That's OD. It's terrible.
Could you imagine being like, come here, woman, you're talking too much. It's time to put your muzzle on. There you go. Now learn to close your mouth while I'm watching Game of Thrones. Oh, that shit's crazy.
That is crazy.
Did you know
They
no
keep
witches?
blowing you up, dude.
Did you know no witches were burned during the Salem witch trials?
No, I was always told and heard and taught that they were.
Well, in fact, they went to trial and they were all hung. Nobody was burned.
It's true, they just be capping. History lessons be capping. It's OD.
Fake news, bro.
Well, that's-
Fake news.
Yeah, that's for real. The early ass fake news. We have it everywhere now, but back then, it's crazy.
Probably about to go to sleep soon. I'm getting tired. Hmm. Alright, I love you.
Damn. While we are familiar
We
with
don't have
the
any
suffrages,
toilet paper, Mom.
I'm trying to do a broadcast, Dylan.
Well, I searched for it and I couldn't find it, so I grabbed toilet paper. I grabbed paper towel. Huh?
This motherfucker.
Toilet paper.
Anyways.
While we were familiar with the suffrages and women's fight for the right to vote, less known is the women's fight for the right to smoke.
Report for debrief.
Yeah, they really couldn't do anything.
They can't even smoke in public. The same organization that fought the ban on alcohol for a ban on alcohol pushed to ban women from smoking in public. In
That's cold.
1922, a group of women took to the streets smoking cigarettes and carrying signs stating that cigarettes were, quote, torches of liberty. We want cancer. We want it now. We want cancer. We want it now.
What do we want? Cancer. When do we want it? Now.
Yes, sir.
Give us the right to cancer.
We want to die young because life sucked back in the early 1900s.
Back in the earlies.
The earlies, boy.
Them earlies. Jeanette Rankin became the first female member of U.S. Congress in 1916, 4 whole years before women could vote. What y'all think of that?
I think that girl is the OG boss right there.
Hell yeah, this bitch was Martha Stewart and shit.
Fuck yeah. She's the OG Martha Stewart. Props to her, you know, because all she had to fight hard as fuck for that. I know
Yeah,
she did.
she did.
Props to her.
Props to her. And nowadays, women complain about the pay gap that's not actually fucking there. Do your research. Look at what I'm saying. Anybody that views this later on, look at what I'm saying and do the research yourself. Women, on average, don't work as many hours as men and refuse to take higher paying jobs.
Shut down the enemy data center.
Oh, I don't really want to comment on that just because I'm not a woman living in this society.
I did some research now.
Yeah, I can support.
You're a little bitch.
Accept your research, but I feel like
I'm a
you
loser.
as a man don't have a right to comment onto that whole situation. Needs a female guest star to
Yeah, we do. But
put 2 cents to that.
we do. I need to get a female to do the research I did and verify it.
Jesus
yeah.
fucking Christ. Couldn't get any boost.
Oh, you want to hear something fucking funny?
God damn, I got slapped. I would've had it.
We're moving on to something a little more lighthearted now.
Secured.
When women say chivalry is dead, it kind of makes me giggle, because chivalry was the code of ethics for how you treat your horses, originally. Did y'all know that?
I did not know that actually. Even all these my grandparents and stuff be talking about chivalry, and shit. Like it's for women or whatever.
Back in the fucking we wear armor and joust and shit days, that's what chivalry meant.
Damn. So freaking. I mean, I guess low-key chivalry is dead then in that case. But not what they are talking about, though. There's nobody who's chivalrizing no horses no more.
Go get it.
I don't have boost.
Me either.
Yeah, I saw that.
You like them apples, huh, madam? May I caress your buttocks?
Great.
Would you like a carrot? Imagine before chivalry, though, like, before we applied it to women. Imagine what it was like.
Time's up. Move.
Can't even imagine. That would suck.
Before fucking men started treating women and horses as equal. What the fuck? God, history's wild, man.
Our device is disarmed. We'll be coming. Get ready.
Great.
It's a draw. Stand down.
Oh, Bernie Sanders pledges to make lead legal in all 50 states day one if he is elected president.
Will not be. But I fully support it.
I think that's quite a long shot, even if he was elected president.
Secure the EMP.
Do what?
I think it's quite damn near impossible, even if he was elected president, to just say, to make it legal day one.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Even if he did try to do it by executive action, I don't think it would turn out how he would envision it turning out. I think it would probably cause the longest government shutdown of all time. That is, if all the pieces fell in place and he was elected president.
Yeah, for real. And that's gonna be a lot like it is.
Even if, per se, let's say it did pass after a government shutdown. Even if it did pass, each state would still have to decide on their own if they're going to legalize it.
It's down to you. Get it done.
Yeah, but I feel like at federal, once he passed, I feel like the states really wouldn't even care at that point. Just be like, yeah, let's do it. A lot of states are still, I feel like, have at least tried and attempted at passing the bill for that at some point.
We have the device. Protect our data center.
I don't know, in a state like mine, everybody's really hard right.
Yeah, I guess some of those states probably wouldn't. But I feel like a majority of the states would.
Oh, here's something that excites me. A local Georgia brewing company called Pontoon Brewing Company just announced an upcoming release of a beer called Rainbow Smiggles.
Rainbow Smiggles.
Secure the
Sounds like
EMP.
an exciting beer right there.
Hell yeah. Sounds like some Rick and Morty shit.
Oh,
Strawberry?
yeah.
You'll never get your hands on me, Strawberry
Hostile
Schmiggles.
has the EMP.
And the kids
Strawberry
proceed to
Schmiggles.
tear out his entrails to eat the Strawberry Schmiggles.
Give me your Strawberry Smiggles.
Do you know how fucking fast someone can just carry? You're gonna be carried in a fucking stretcher to the hospital. You know I'm carrying, right?
What was that video?
Do you know how
You're all
fucking
that's left.
fast someone can
Accomplish the
just
mission.
carry? You're gonna be carried in a fucking stretcher to the hospital.
Ah, I just got RPG.
Just fight for it. Keep at 'em.
Okay, about the Strawberry Schmiggles. It's a Berliner Weiss style beer, which is Weiss means like wheat. I don't know what Berliner means. Tastes like Trix cereal and Skittles.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like something I could drink. I don't like beer, but some fruity shit like that, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. The can art features a rabbit, not dissimilar from the Trix mascot, at the end of a cereal and Skittles binge, puking rainbows into a brewing vat.
Really?
Yeah, it sounds fucking delicious.
Yeah, I want some. I hope that I can get this at stores near me.
Puking rainbows.
Hell yeah, brother. Out here. You got a damn silly rabbit puking rainbows into a damn brewing vat, Bo.
Bad bow.
If I can't get it up here, bro, you're gonna have to mail me some.
Dude, I'll bring it to you. Hand deliver it.
Oh, bet. It's even better.
Be a great excuse to get out the state.
So yeah, I gotta bring her some alcohol.
Yeah. The drink launches on February 7th, which is already passed, right? No, we're close. We're close. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. 3 more days till it launches.
Ooh.
Oh, we got old folk rapping now, y'all.
Switching sides.
Oh, yeah.
There's a rap group I'd love to shout out. Called Frank and Murray. They recorded a 6-track EP in a Dunkin' Donuts bathroom before they were escorted off the premises.
Goats.
Frank is 75 years old and Murray is 95.
Old geezers.
75 and 95?
Yes, sir. They
How
old.
the EP sounding though?
Enemy gunship.
Oh,
Bro,
give me just a second.
got
I'll
the-
play a track for you.
I got the privilege to listen to one of their songs. That shit was fire. You can't even cap.
Bro, they outdid like all the recent rappers.
They really did. Low key. No cap.
Old ass man in the bathroom?
Yeah, let the boomers rap, boy.
We're slapping these kids.
I saw you hit him, so I just boomed it.
Yeah, I slapped them.
Wow.
I don't even know what happened. I didn't have any boosts either.
We're chilling. I wasn't ready for that.
Okay, so I'm about to play a track, Money Talk, for you real quick.
It's fire.
We have the EMP. Target their data center.
Just listen to the beat, man. You already know it's gonna be some lit shit. Here we go.
That's it. We've lost the objective. I expect better.
Phone sex with my ex-wife. 4 bottles. One night, I'm on the subway home having fist fights. French fries, a little sriracha. 4 in the morning watching Harry Potter. Counting money in my white box.
I'm lagging so hard now. What the fuck?
I got a 40 in the back with you. Walking out the alleyway. Check it in my belly.
I can't even hear that, John.
I'll send you a link, brother.
I can hear him talking, but I can't hear what they're saying.
I'm sending it to Hunter. I don't have your number. Oh, I do. Hold on. Alright, send it to you. That's all I got for tonight, unless y'all got something to add.
No, I ain't got nothing. Sadly, I do not. I'm too tired to even think.
Alright. That's a wrap then.
What the fuck is this happening?
Y'all keep it odd, folks. Y'all have a great night.
Oh my god.